So, Xbox just laid off a bunch of people again. We're talking about whole studios shut down, games that were in development for years completely cancelled. It's not just small projects either, they were supposed to be the big ones. Perfect Dark, gone. Everwild, gone. Project Blackbird, gone. And the craziest part, Microsoft is doing all this after reporting record profits. So why? Why is a $1 trillion company cutting this deep when things are supposedly going well? Let's talk about it, because this one doesn't sit right. Let's start with the biggest blow. Perfect Dark cancelled. This was Xbox's big reboot of a cult classic spy shooter from the Nintendo 64 days. It was supposed to bring back Joanna Dark, Xbox's answer to Lara Croft, in a modern stealth action thriller. It had pedigree, nostalgia, a team stacked with veteran talent. But the game is now reportedly dead, and with it, the initiative, the studio built specifically to make it, has also been shut down. Now, if you're not familiar, the initiative was founded in 2018. Microsoft literally built it from scratch to be their flagship quadruple A studio. The poached dev from Naughty Dog, Rockstar, Sony, Santa Monica, Crystal Dynamics, they were top tier creators, and they still couldn't make it through Xbox's current business model. That's not just sad, that's terrifying for the industry. There's more. Everwild, another ambitious title from Rare, was reportedly cancelled as well. This was a game with serious potential too. First revealed back in 2019, this promised a magical, painterly world full of strange creatures and emotional storytelling, all with zero combat. Think like Journey meets Avatar meets Studio Ghibli, that kind of thing. It's an interesting one, but after years of confusion and silence, it's now also gone. Rare, the same studio behind Banjo-Kazooie and Sea of Thieves, has lost another shot at something unique. And then there's Project Blackbird. So this is an MMO from ZeniMax Online Studios, the team behind The Elder Scrolls Online. This was supposed to be a bold, new online world backed by years of live service experience. It's been cancelled too. And even High Moon Studios, known for Transformers War, for Cybertron, and recent Call of Duty support work, they did a lot of Call of Duty Warzone work, and they've been cut too. These are studios that have been around for decades, and they're being treated like disposable assets. Now, if this sounds familiar, it should. This isn't the first time Microsoft done it this year. Back in January, they laid off 1,900 employees across Xbox, Bethesda, and Activision Blizzard. And people thought, okay, maybe that's the cost of integrating Activision. But now we're in July and more studios are getting cut. So let's get this straight. Microsoft acquires Activision Blizzard for $70 billion, gains Call of Duty, Diablo, Overwatch, and more, and then lay off thousands of people. Make that make sense. This isn't about poor sales. It's not about bad leadership at these studios. And it's definitely not about talent. It's about control. It's about corporate consolidation. It's about streamlining the Xbox brand and cutting anything that doesn't fit the safe vision. So let's talk about money, because if Microsoft wasn't losing money in gaming, this would still sting, but at least it'll be understandable. But that's not what's happening. Xbox just had its best fiscal year ever. Revenue was up across the board, Game Pass subscription was skyrocketing, and Activision catalog boosted earnings, as always it does. And despite console shortages, they're still turning a profit. So again, why all the layoffs? So here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not about needing to cut cost. It's about maximizing shareholder returns. Projects like Everwild and Perfect Dark, they're passion driven, they're unique, and they're risky. And in 2025, risk doesn't make money, recurring revenue does. So Microsoft is pivoting hard into the Game Pass content, cross-platform strategy, and proven IPs. Everything else, but potential cut. And in this case, a definite cut. And that is the death of creativity. You can't build the next big thing without taking risks. God of War 2018 was a huge risk. Ghost of Tsushima was a risk. Hades, a risk. But now you're losing that spirit. When even a studio like The Initiative, with a stacked roster and full Microsoft support, gets canned before shipping a game, it sends a message. Don't dream big, don't experiment, just make what sells. Developers are watching this, and studios are getting scared, and you as a player, you and I, we're gonna feel it. Because all that bold, weird, ambitious stuff we love, it's the first to go. So what's next for Xbox? Honestly, it feels like Xbox is going full corporate. Not in a services are growing kind of way, but in a way we're managing our risk portfolio kind of way. And it shows what happens when other studios, smaller studios want to pitch something cool and interesting again. Will that survive the next review meeting? If Perfect Dark couldn't make it, if Everwild couldn't make it, what can? Look, I want Xbox to thrive. I want Microsoft to succeed. I want these developers to succeed. We all benefit when there's competition, creativity, and innovation in this space. But this ain't it. These layoffs aren't just about restructuring. They're not just about cutting dead weight. They're canceling things before we even get to see what they could become. So they're burning bridges with devs, with fans, with entire communities, all in the name of efficiency. And that's not just bad business, that's tragedy. If you made it so far in this video, thank you so much for sticking with me. Please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I'll catch you in the next one.